down with me, and then 1883, 23, Lioness, Landman, all of them. And we've promoted from within. I've got PAs that are now first ADs. I've got camera operators that are now directors. So we've promoted from within, so everyone understands the way we do it, and it's so friggin' efficient. We don't ever have, and you know, because you've been in this industry forever, these people will have meetings upon meeting upon meeting. They'll have a tone meeting where a whole bunch of people are going to sit around and try and talk about the tone of the script. What, didn't you read the fucking thing? We have to have a meeting about it? How about we don't have a meeting about it? And then they'll have a, and this is also networks. They love this shit so that they can have a reason for their existence, right? All these middle management people. And they want to do a prop show and tell where someone's going to come show them all the props that we're going to use.
Really?
Well, we don't do that shit because I'm like, I need your permission to use which Bic lighter I'm going to use in this fucking scene. How about I just make the decision? And how about we use the same Bic lighter in all these fucking shows and I don't ever have to pick a Bic lighter again? How about that? So we just streamlined it and made it to where it's so efficient. Typically a TV show will start up and they'll prep for 12 weeks before they start filming. We do it in 4.
Wow. Well, that makes sense. It makes sense that it's streamlined because I've been on shows when they first start out and it's chaos and there's a lot of network involvement and there's a lot of bullshit. But then once it gets going, they go, oh, you guys know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're there from the beginning now.
That's beautiful.
We haven't missed. You don't miss.
Right. Well, it's like you don't miss. Like you don't miss with the writing. You don't miss with the storylines. Like you don't have any duds, man, which is incredible. It's an incredible accomplishment to have that many fucking shows and all of them be good. And all of them be, like very addictive. Landman is so addictive.
It's that show. It's about something very serious, and then I can just throw shit at it.
Yeah.
Let's just take a bunch of old people to a strip club.
Billy Bob is fucking awesome.
He's a genius.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's so good on that show. It's like it was made for him.
It was made for him.
I mean, he's done so many things.
I went to Billy Bob before I wrote a word, and I told him, I said, if you don't do this, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to chase my tail. He goes, well, what is it? I said, basically, I want to take your character from Bad Santa and put him in West Texas and run an oil company. He goes, you want the guy from Bad Santa to run an oil company? I said, that's what I want. He goes, that sounds fucking awesome. Like, yeah.
Well, it's educational too. I mean, a lot of people have no idea how the oil business works, and you watch that show, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, what a crazy job!
It's an insane job, and the other thing about it is, we're so completely dependent upon petroleum in every single aspect of our lives. So completely dependent upon it, and we can debate how bad it is or isn't, and or not debate it. The reality is we don't have an alternative. Like, it does not exist. It simply doesn't exist. And we could sit there and say, well, wind and this. No. You sit down with any climatologist and any engineer, they're going to tell you our best hope for a replacement of petroleum fuels is cold fusion, and we're 30, 40 years from it being something that we can rely upon. And reduced little nuclear reactors, like itty bitties, like the size of this coffee pot.
That's what they're talking about. They're talking about like individual reactors that people have in their homes. I'm like, how long does it take before there's disasters? Like, that sounds fucking... Having a really good nuclear power plant for a city is an awesome idea. Having everyone have their own nuclear power plant sounds fucking crazy. How many assholes are going to cut into that thing?
Well, people still put fucking metal in microwaves, so I don't think we should be
purpose.
giving. I've done it. I'm like, well, how bad can it really be?
There's people that leave their fucking gas on so that someone can die in the house.
No, we don't need.
People are nuts. Yeah. People are nuts. If you literally have consumer level nuclear power plants. Not with these monkeys. Not with the human beings that we are today, our current form. We're not enlightened enough to have personal nuclear power plants in our house.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So we're dependent upon it.
That's why we're in Iran right now.
Oh, yeah.
And also because of Israel. But, I mean, we're in Iran. I mean, the whole thing about it is the oil. The Strait of Hormuz, it's like, I think it's 40% of the world's oil supply passes through there.
Yeah.
Christ.
No, that's and I think also China. It's a big play against. It's a chess piece against China. That's what I think.
Yeah, all of it's fucking terrifying.
And I'm not saying we should have or we shouldn't have. I'm not commenting politically, but what those SF guys did in Venezuela was fucking gangster.
It's crazy.
Whether I'm not saying they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying.
Right.
The team was sent, and then the team. I mean, can you imagine if I wrote it in a movie? People would go, "That's fucking ridiculous, Taylor."
Right. We don't have that tech yet.
Fly a bunch of SF dudes, drop them off on the roof of this high rise, surrounded by the fucking Cuban special forces, and they're gonna kill all of them, and then they're gonna fucking snatch him and his wife, go back to the roof, and just fucking fly away. That's what they did.
And they're going to do it with sound. They're going to disable everyone with a sound weapon. Like, what? Like, do you remember when they first started talking about that Havana syndrome and people were dismissing it? This is horseshit. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're talking about people that are in Havana, that they've been targeted, something zapped them.
Low-level frequencies that made them nauseous.
Yeah, and I think that is a fraction of whatever they unleashed in Venezuela.
Who knows?
The discombobulator, that's what it's called. A classified secret weapon system President Donald Trump claimed U.S. forces used during the January 3rd operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. He stated that the weapon successfully disabled enemy equipment and air defenses, preventing them from firing back. So it's both, it disables the people and it disables their weapon system. What?
That's amazing.
What the fuck are we doing? Official silence when asked for specific technical or operational details about how the device functions. Trump famously told the New York Post, "I'm not allowed to talk about it." He says they press buttons. He claimed the Defense Forces pressed buttons and nothing worked, disabling both Russian and Chinese-made rockets and radar. Wow. The weapon affected both mechanical equipment and personnel. He also referred to a sonic weapon being used against Maduro's Cuban security detail inside a heavily fortified fortress. Fucking A, man. I would love to see what that looks like. I bet they have video too. I bet these guys,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All wearing GoPros.
I'd love to go into a skiff. Just show me the video. I won't say nothing. I want to see what it looks like. I just want to watch. What does it look like when somebody gets zapped by sound and gets fully disabled? Like, apparently they just fell to the ground in agony. They couldn't move.
Yeah.
And they just went in and shot everybody.
And then some freaking SF snipers are just freaking on top of that, just raining down on them. It's
crazy. Like, that guy thought he was safe. Crazy. And there's a famous video of him saying, "Come and get me."
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, be careful. What bear you poke.
Yeah. Also, it's like, none of us know what the tip of the spear technology in weapon systems is available right now. We don't know. They don't tell us. They don't tell us. Obviously, no one knew that this fucking discombobulator thing existed.
No.
This is science fiction.
Yeah.
Right? If this was 20 years ago, you'd be like, that's not a real thing.
Yeah.
But now you're like, oh shit, they used it? It's not just a concept, they fucking used it? What else? What are they cooking out in the desert in the middle of Nevada? Who knows?
Yeah, and think about this. For that to be used, there's something 4 generations past that
100%
that they're playing with now.
Yeah, 100%. This whole UAP world stuff, like when they start talking about UAPs, all of my bullshit alarms go off. All of them. It's like, I don't believe if you knew things, you would tell us. So I don't believe you're telling us the truth. I think they have some special access programs that they've been working on for decades and decades, and some super high level shit that involves some sort of novel propulsion system, and they have that stuff flying around in the sky. And I think that's what a lot of people are saying. That's what a lot of people are saying. That doesn't discount the idea that there's something else out there, because I think there is, but I think there's a giant chunk of the shit that people are seeing that's ours.
Yeah, testing.
Yeah, testing, doing stuff with it.
If there was an intelligent life form that had stumbled upon our barbaric asses, why would they not go, "Hey, guys, fire up that fucking missile and we found this blue planet. We got to get rid of this thing."
Well, I think maybe every intelligent species that's tribal and territorial has to go through an adolescent period of their evolution. And if you look at human history. You know, I was reading about Vlad the Impaler last night. Jesus Christ, how many of the Ottoman Turks that got killed, and his famous methods of putting people on posts and separating them down the line on the road, so that as these poor guys are traveling to go and fight him, they just see the enemy stuck on skewers and in geometric patterns and shit. He would do them in like stars and stuff. Just, he was a vicious motherfucker, and he's the motivation behind, or the inspiration behind Dracula.
Yep.
And I was reading about that guy. I'm like, fuck, people have always been awful.
Yeah.
They've always been awful. But they just, like, as time goes on, they get a little less awful. A little less. Like, we're a little less awful now than we were during Nazi Germany. Not totally great.
Not collectively.
Right.
Certain.
We're still willing to do genocide. Some of us are. But it's less approved. It's less. More people are horrified at it. It's like human beings are getting a little bit better. It's not as quick as we'd like. And I think if I was an alien life form, I would say you have to wait this out. It's like if you have a kid, you got to let the kid fall down and stumble. You got to let him get hurt. You got to let things happen. You got to let him fuck up and figure it out himself. You got to figure this out. Make it right. You fucked this up. You got to give him a chance to become better.
Right.
I think as a civilization, I would think the same thing would apply. You have to give this civilization time to evolve and adapt and get past where it's at right now. And I don't think that you do that by intervening and like grabbing us by the hand and showing us the way. I think what you do is you hang back and make sure that we don't nuke each other, and just sort of pay attention to all the different international ongoings, and just let human beings slowly but surely evolve.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I was an intelligent life form observing people.
The interesting thing that we're, as a civilization, facing now, and it's always happened in some capacity when a society gets wealthy, really wealthy, then people start to question wealth and how can we be more equitable? And it comes across like compassion, but it really comes down to a debate of what is more valuable to a society. Is self-determination more valuable, or is equity more valuable? And by equity, what I mean is everyone gets exactly the same shit. Everyone. So you take them off we're not on a monetary society anymore. Now you're working for the collective, and you're hearing that word thrown around a lot these days. But the problem with working for the collective is who decides who picks up the trash? And who decides who gets to go represent your nation at the Olympics? Who gets to decide who gets to... is someone going to let me go make TV shows? Which, by the way, I wouldn't do for free. It's too fucking hard.
Right.
So now I don't want to do it. Well, then you got to go do this. Well, I don't want to do that either. And that's the problem.
And then they force you to do things.
Yeah.
And then how do they do that? They do that with guns.
Yeah. So you either have self-determination, or in your attempt to be collective, you have to surrender that. And then you're surrendering it to who? And now you have a dictatorship, no matter what the fuck you thought you had.
Yeah.
It always comes back to that. It
And
always, you can look at Marxism and Leninism and what Lenin was talking about, his hopes, whether they were his hopes or not. But it devolved into an authoritarian regime very, very quickly. And communism, socialism, fascism, Nazism, they're all very, very similar. The differences are superficial. I think Ayn Rand said that they're just superficial variations between the exact same thing, which is the evil of the collective.
The evil of a collective, and human beings' desire to control their people.
Yeah.
They love to. And anytime you give them a chance where they can feel righteous about controlling people, they jump at it. And they have an opportunity to classify people. There's good people and bad people. And the bad people, you can do whatever you want to them. Mm-hmm. They're the other. And that happens with every time groups get into power like that and tell you what you can and can't do. And you're seeing that being in